Hello fellow book nerds, it is I, Danielle, and I'm coming at ya on my new channel called The Entish Reader. I was before called Things and Other Stuff, so even though I have videos up that say Things and Other Stuff, I have officially changed my name to be The Entish Reader. I chose The Entish Reader because I love Lord of the Rings so much, I'm so nerdy for it. The Ents are my favorite character. I wish I could speak Entish because that would just be awesome. They're cool. I love trees and trees who can walk and talk. I just love them. And Treebeard is like so funny. I'm pretty sure that if I hadn't told you what my name meant, only a handful of you who are true Lord of the Rings nerds would understand. Kudos to you if you understood before I gave you an explanation of it. So in this video, I'm doing the BookTube Newbie Tag. Even though I have had this channel for a while, I have not done this tag. I've done a few videos of some unboxings and some book reviews, but I haven't really done much, just because I haven't really been motivated and I've kind of been dealing with a lot of stuff. But after watching a new YouTuber do a book tag, her name is Katie and she's at Katie's BookTube, I am like a huge fan for her now. I watched her do this newbie tag and it just like inspired me to like continue with my YouTube channel. So shout out to Katie's BookTube. I will post a link to her video in the description below. Like you didn't know where below meant. Don't waste any more time, let's just get into this video. I'm going to answer these 10 questions that tell you about who I am, what my channel is, and why I am here. Question number 1 is, why did you make this channel? I made this channel to meet other book nerds who also love to read. This BookTube community seems really supportive and it just seemed like a really fun thing to do. And I kind of just wanted to be part of a community who loves books as much as I do, because I love it. I love them. So I wanted to be part of this community to share my thoughts and my ideas about the books that I read. Question number 2, what are some fun and unique things that you can bring to YouTube? Not that other people haven't already done this, but I feel like I can bring another humorous perspective to BookTube. As soon as I get over my awkward in front of the camera phase, like I am super awkward and right now I feel awkward and I don't feel anxious, but I just feel awkward talking to my camera. So I'm trying to pretend like I'm talking to a friend who doesn't talk back. I think I can also bring an honest and fresh perspective to the books that circle YouTube and also a fresh perspective of the books that I read. I can also bring fresh and new book recommendations to BookTube. On BookTube, I've found books that I really love, but more often than not, I find books that I really love off of BookTube. So like on Goodreads or Wattpad or friend recommendations. And those are some stories that I would like to share with all of you booktubers out there. I feel like in my personal book life, I have a very adventurous appetite, and that sounds really weird, but it's not meant to be. How can I say that differently? I don't want to say appetite. An adventurous spirit. I love books that exude adventure, magic, and wonderment. I am just like all over books that have those 3 elements in them. I just have a really unique taste in literature that I want to bring and share with you as a community. Question number 3. What are you most excited for about this channel? So one problem that I have is I am not a good storyteller. So I'm really excited to be able to learn and to grow as a storyteller. I'm also really excited to share and discuss books with everybody and anybody who wants to discuss them. So come on over and we'll discuss books. I also, because I've been inspired by BookTube to read more and to read different books and to kind of venture out from some like my comfort zones. I usually stay within like the boundaries of what I love to read, but I kind of like venture outside a little more of books that scare me, and that's because of BookTube. So I hope and am excited to inspire others to be able to also venture out beyond their boundaries in their comfort zones and find books that they love and read books that scare them, and so to inspire people to read more and to read a variety of different books. Question number 4, why do you love reading? Reading to me is like breathing air. It's the essence of life. I feel like it's literally like you're living a new life every time you go to pick up a new book. That becomes your life because you immerse yourself. Well, for me anyway, I shouldn't say you. I immerse myself into those stories and I become the character, whether it's the villain, the main character, the side character, whatever character I love the most, I become. The character with whom I identify myself with the most, I feel like I become that character. And so I immerse myself into these worlds and I absolutely love it because it's fun and I love going on adventures. I love traveling. I don't have the money to actually go out into the world and travel, and so to be able to travel to these different worlds is amazing to me. Also, as much as I would love to see the world, I love seeing the worlds that authors create because it's just magical what you can do with words. I mean, we have 26 letters in our language, but with those 26 letters, we can knit words together and have this incredible world building and create these awesome magical lands that we could never visit, but in our imagination, like, we can go visit them. That's why I love reading. It's just, it transports you to new worlds and you can do anything and be anything and live anywhere. And it's awesome. It's an awesome adventure. And it's a magical adventure. Question number 5, what got you into reading? My best friend Carly, who is an avid reader, actually got me into reading. We were gonna go, well, we went and saw Ender's Game, but before we saw Ender's Game, we decided to read Ender's Game together. When I opened that book up, I had no idea that my life was about to change forever. I read the first sentence and I was hooked. 5 pages later, she's trying to talk to me and I look at her and I'm like, you need to stop. I'm reading. And that was the moment that she realized that she had created a monster. And that was the moment that I started to love reading books. So Carly, my best friend, and Orson Scott Card, I owe it all to you for opening a whole new world to me, because before I would feel like I was living in a dark, damp cave that I was okay with living in. And then I finally saw the light, emerged from my cave, and now I can see the world in new eyes, with new eyes. I think it's amazing. Question number 6, what would you ask your favorite booktuber? What keeps you motivated to keep doing these videos? I've had a really hard time being motivated, I think mainly out of fear that people aren't gonna like my videos or that I don't have good things to say. But that's not true. I feel like all the feedback that I get in my life, that people who know me, they're like, you should do YouTube channels, you should, write a book, you should do all these things. But in my head, because of anxiety and doubt, I let crawl in and fester there. Gotta toss those aside. With that, we can answer the next question, which is question 7. What challenges will be the hardest to overcome? Fear and doubt definitely will be hard to overcome. Not being awkward in front of the camera, but trying to relax and be myself, that's going to be a challenge that is going to be hard to overcome. Getting over my insecurities, but those are going to be some hard challenges. Question number 8. When did you start reading? At the ripe age of 23, read Ender's Game, fell in love with Ender's Game. I just fell in love with reading after that. And it's been great. And it's been wonderful. It's changed my life. Question number 9. Where do you love to read? I generally just read in my bed or on my couch. And question 10, what kind of books do you like to read? I love all things fantasy. So sci-fi fantasy, high fantasy, epic fantasy, young adult fantasy. What other kind of fantasies are there? Definitely every subgenre of fantasy. If you've made it to the end of this video, congratulations, and also thank you so much for being here. and for listening to me ramble on about these questions. Sorry if this video was awkward or cringeworthy. So I want to shout out again to Katie's BookTube for posting this video on her channel and for inspiring me to continue with my YouTube channel. So thank you so much, and I will post her video again in the description below, along with the original in the description below, and you guys should definitely go check them out. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time with a new video. Bye.